Hi everyone, welcome to another quick tip tutorial. My name is Aman Sharma, and this tutorial is about using a transparent sensitive data protection feature introduced in the version 12c. TSDP or transparent sensitive data protection is basically going to be an automation, or it's basically going to be an automatically implemented policy which is actually going to work on the data which you basically want to secure. So the main reason that you're going to be configuring the TSDP as a policy is that you actually want to designate a class of data, for example credit card numbers or social security numbers or salary, in your particular tables, and they are basically going to be requiring the protection. And you actually are going to be doing this policy creation of TSDP without actually having to specify the target data in it. So you do not need to include any references to the actual columns of your tables that you actually want to protect. The implemented policy is going to find out that which tables are going to be having such columns which contain such information which needs the protection, and using that information the particular TSDP policy is going to be implemented on your particular tables columns. All the features that or majority of the features that Oracle database does offer in terms of security, for example virtual private database or data redaction or unified auditing or TDE or FGA, all of these are actually going to be available in order to be used along with the particular options of the TSDP. So we are going to implement similar kind of policy in this demo. So you're basically granting the user HR the permissions to execute the package DBMS TSDP manage and also protect. And since we're going to be using the VPT option in terms of this particular demo, so we are also granting the user the permissions to run DBMS RL package as well. Now we are basically going to require to create the sensitive type information, and we are basically creating this information over here as the as the help of, or with the help of the particular package DBMS TSDP underscore manage, and we are saying that we are going to create a sensitivity type as income, and this income is basically our way to mention that we are actually going to be doing it for such columns which are going to be including salaries and commissions. We are going to be adding it into our particular column salary, and then we are adding it into the column commission of the particular employees table, which is actually a part of the HR schema. Now we can actually try to access the data of the particular table over here, which is not working right now. So we can actually see it's not working. Reason being, we are trying to actually connect to the user Aman, and we are trying to see if the particular user has the permissions to actually do this or not. And since this user does not have the permission to see this information, we can actually go ahead and run the same query actually in a different session, which is going to be for the database. So we are trying to just format the values over here, and we'll just try to run the query and see if this user is able to show us the information properly. Okay, so let's see it. Obviously you could actually do it with the particular this user, or with the HR user as well, if this user has the right permissions. So let's just make sure that it is going to run, and we can see that we actually have a policy available for the columns which are commission, PCT, salary. And let's just, for the sake of demo, actually come over here. So this is okay. By mistake I stopped it. Let me just try to quickly make it a little bit better. Obviously not the right way to do it, but still let's go ahead and try to run the option one more time. So they're basically granting the permissions, and of course we can actually see that it's already added. So now we are actually seeing that the particular user is actually able to work. And just one more thing, grant select on HR dot employees to another user that we have, Aman. So we'll add that over here as well. And now we can see that we're creating a function which is basically going to be implemented in our demo as a VPD function. And we are basically just entering this particular thing over here that we are going to return from this function the particular session user's value as HR. So basically it is going to be the function that we're going to implement in terms of our TSDP policy. And you can see in this particular part the particular function is added as a part of the TSDP policy, as a part of VPD policy. And also we can see that this is actually added only for the select command, and automatically the TSDP is actually going to implement my particular policy into the particular environment of the VPD. So now you can see that the TSDP policy feature as per VPD is actually enabled, and we can actually see that we have the particular policy name mentioned here, which is actually shown over here as well. And we can actually see that which condition is there. So condition is basically that it has to be a number which has to be actually present. And we can also see that multiple such policies are actually created in terms of the particular system for the select command. And now we're going to add this particular protection to our particular system. So you can see that enable protection type and sensitive type equal to income is there. And we can also see now from the particular DBA TSDP policy protection that for the particular schema HR, we are actually able to see for commission and commission, PCT, and salary, we have gotten the our policy is actually implemented, and the feature policy is actually implemented. And there is a default policy which is also there called redact audit, but that's not something which we're going to talk about over here right now. Now we are actually trying to see the data as per the owner of the particular table, which is the HR user. And obviously being the owner, the user is able to see actually everything. So that's exactly what we wanted to check, that if the user is there or the owner is there, whether for him the policy works or not, whether the access works or not. Now we're going to try to access this table by another user called Aman, and we can actually see we have connected with the user Aman, as you can see over here, but the Aman user does not really get the access of salary and commission PCT. For him, the salary and commission PCT are actually shown as blank. So basically we have implemented the policy of the VPD along with the template creation that we have done for sensitive columns, salary and commission PCT, in our particular TSDP environment. Now in order to drop this particular thing, we can basically follow the procedure like we can disable first of all the protection for the columns for which we have added this thing, and then we can go ahead and make the policy disassociated, and then we can go ahead and drop this particular policy altogether. So this completes this particular short tutorial of TSDP. Hope it is going to be useful. Obviously, for any comments or any suggestions, do give us a comment in the comment section below, and do actually check the other QuickTip series tutorials that we have added and the full-length webinars that we have actually added on our channel. And as always, for the future uploads, do subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching. My name is Aman Sharma, and I'll see you in another video hopefully very soon. Thank you.